Namaskaram. Welcome to today's episode of Nitya Darpan Kala Academy presents Parnika. With the blessings of Almighty Lord Nataraja, my Guru, Srimati Poonamtai Murdeshwar and Srimati Tamanna Nair, and my parents and all my loved ones, Srinivas Narvekar, Ruchuta Bolande Madam, we started this series, Parnika, an interactive informative series. Through this series, we met number of prominent personalities from various fields, and today also we are going to meet one such prominent, rather I will say a legend from the field of Karnataki Sangeet and Bharatnatyam, Guru Shri Madurai R. Murlidharan Sir. Guru Madurai Murlidharan Sir has immensely contributed to the field of Bharatnatyam and Karnataki Sangeet through his vast knowledge, and today he is going to join us. So without wasting any time, let's welcome him. He will be joining us. Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram, Madurai Muralidharan.
Yeah, it's so a pleasure to have you here. Sir, can you adjust the light because your face is not visible? It's little bit dark. That's the reason. Can adjust the light.
Is it okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks. First of all, thanks a lot for giving us your time and joining us today. Thank you. We are really blessed. That is, you won't believe my students, even my guru was very much happy when she came to know that you are going to come. So thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Namaste. Thanks.
Sir, first of all, I would like to know about your journey because you're multi-talented. You have learned Bharatnatyam, you compose, you direct, you do everything. So please tell us about your journey, sir.
My journey started at the age of 7. Actually, it was not intentional, it was an accident. I became a dancer. My
Okay.
sister Mani Mekalai was senior to me. I used to go and pick her up from the dance class along with my father. So my guru told me that we both are looking similar, like twins. So there is no brother and sister, dances together, dancing on stage. There are a lot of the husband and dancer, uh, um, and not mother and sister, mother and daughter, like that. They have pairs to dance on stage, but she only insisted my father to, put me in a dance class. So till my age of 14, I was not interested to go to the dance class. I used to, I escaped from the dance class somehow. Every week I used to escape. I used to tell reasons, 100 reasons to avoid the class. So after 14 years only, I realized the value of dance, and vigorously I practiced. Those days, around 8 hours, I used to practice dance continuously, continuously. Yeah. So, and after that, slowly I started performing along with my sister, and as a male dancer, I found there was no, male-oriented songs in the field. As a male dancer, I want to give 100% on the stage, but I could not give my 100% due to the songs. If you take Kathak songs and the Kuchipudi songs and the Bharatanatyam songs, whatever the classical music, it's only female-oriented songs. So I started writing on my own after that, and I started writing. My guru, I slowly I joined in music class also simultaneously. and my music guru Madurai T. Sethuraman sir, he only, you know, um, insisted me to join in Mridangam class. So I learned Mridangam, I learned dance, I learned vocal. Uh, so I could not enjoy the teenage, fun at all. So full of studies, music, dance, Mridangam. That's all. That was my life, and I started my journey like that. And slowly I composed, and I used to perform, record the music and perform. Um, the male-oriented songs, for example, Natraja is a male dancer, cosmic dancer. Um, Always this Varnam, Padam, and Javli, everything, it's the heroine will wait for hero, and uh, she won't be able to eat food, you know. So, Biragadabam, everything. So, I could not, give my best with these songs on stage. So, I started writing in Bhakti Babu. All my songs, those days. Now I started writing as Naika. Naika is waiting for a heroine. Naika is waiting for, Naika is suffering without heroine. Love is not, love is part of our life. Love is not our, no whole. You have 9 different expressions daily. If you notice, if you analyze in your life, we are almost more than nine different expressions we are, you using in our life. So that is how I started my life.
Sir, like you came from a middle class family. So what up and down did you face when you did your first composition that time? How it was like? What was that experience about your first composition?
The first composition when I compose the the Pushpanjali, Alaripu, Varnam, Tillana, and I recorded with with my experience. My guru supported, Madurai T. Sethuraman sir supported me, how to set music for Varnam, and how to set Chittasuram, how to set Charanam, how to set that Etukada Sagityam, the next lines, second half of the Varnam, and what the mood has to be set on the music, what ragam you can choose for each and every the topic, okay, and slowly I learnt everything with my guru, and the first album, I don't remember the year, um, I recorded, and both the gurus were accompanied for that CD, and I took the audio to one of my favorite dancer, famous dancer, and I told him I want to take a blessing from you because this is my first album. I've written everything and I've composed music. He said, you need not do you need not concentrate on this. So be a dancer, better dancer. It's already there. Lot of vidwans are there. Already they release so many. They have written so many songs. Thousands of songs are there. You need not write like that. So better you concentrate on your profession, he said. So first disappointment was that, with my favorite dancer, my favorite, and uh, and I don't want to give up because once that I saw the I saw the response from the people. It's within one album. The people want something. Those days they cannot buy music from gurus also. They don't give you music. Even I struggle to get one music, Jatiswaram music, and with my singer, with my mridangist, they charge a lot because they don't believe on recording music those days. And slowly, yeah, now it's my blessing, and all over the world, wherever I go, My music is there before me, so I
Yes,
could,
sir.
and it's it's God blessings, not
Sir,
I
thank
strongly believe.
actually, I'm very thankful that you did not give up and you motivated yourself, because we dancers are really blessed to have your music.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Sir, when you're composing, my next question is like, when you're, first of all, you create a unique composition, fourth speed composition, and your most of your compositions are in the rare ragas.
Mhm.
The ragas that you choose are very rare. So, what is the process of composing? What is your idea? What inspired you to create that?
My question is, what do you mean by rare ragas?
Rare ragas in the sense, the other composition, like the raga that you select. Like,
No,
for example,
yeah,
uh, many of the composition we'll find in Adi Tal, Mishra, Triput. So, but your ragas, sorry, the talas, sorry, I'm sorry, the
yeah,
talas that you select
yeah.
are very rare. So, one of the rare talas you select every time, and you come up with such a wonderful composition that even though all majority of your composition are in fourth speed, but they are different from one another. So,
What
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 inspires you and how the entire process of creation is?
now? What are you trying to say? Are you giving me compliment, or you are giving no for the different tala, or
I'm
happy?
a compliment because because you have created a entirely different legend in the Carnataki music. You have given a, because see, in case, for example, when my sister is listening to a song, she'll come on Ghana or Spotify. She'll come and she'll just put the earphone in my ear and she'll like listen to the song without seeing the album, without noticing anything. I'm like, this is a composition of Madurai Muralidharan sir. So that is the thing. Then you get identified with your rare composition. The speed of the composition determines who it is, who it belongs to. So it's a compliment, sir.
That's a great comment. See, uh, I don't repeat anything, for each and every stage. I have, it's my habit, or it's my wish, anything you can call. I don't repeat anything again and again on stage. See, for example, this week I'm doing one piece in Amrita Varshini Ragam. Next week I will think, why should I do this Amrita Varshini Ragam again? Okay. So in Carnatic music we have 72 Melakarta ragas, and in Carnatic music and dance music we have 35 talas.
Tala.
35 talas we have, but normally we are using only Adi talam, Rupaka talam, Misra Chapu. That's all, four talams we are using. But if you go and learn Carnatic music in the beginning itself, they will teach you 35 talas. In Alankaram, they'll teach you what is the structure of Talam, Matya Talam, what is the structure of Dhruva Talam. They will teach you.
Hmm.
After that, in Carnatic music also, very rare gurus, they will teach you in different talams. Okay.
Exactly.
And in dance, it's in zero actually. Okay. The talam,
Yeah.
we are concentrating on bhavam, we are concentrating on other varnam, arimandi, practice, everything, but we are not at all concentrating on rhythm, I say. We are not at all concentrating.
Yeah.
But very proudly we'll say in the beginning of the program, Shruti Mata, Laya Pita, we say.
Mm-hmm.
But we always concentrate on Shruti Mata. We don't
Hmm.
concentrate on Laya Pita.
Pita.
Right? Both Mata and Pita is very important for our life. Same like that
Hmm.
in music, Mata and Pita. So we are not giving importance to Pita at all. That's what I felt in the beginning. And as I told you, I learned Mirdangam, right? And with that knowledge, I want to do something different. I want to be different from others. So I've chosen a path from other dances. So my guru also will teach one korvai, then I'll change the korvai and perform. I don't do the same korvai on stage. Right? So slowly I started composing jatis. Slowly I started composing music. Slowly started writing different songs with different mood, and it was well received by all the the world audience. So if I go to Delhi, also the people could understand language, only the body language, but the music is, they say it's, we understood everything. You need not explain what is in you have written. So that's what I felt. I got the response from the people. That's how. Then slowly, now I've composed Pushpanjali, Jatishwaram, Barnam, Tilana, Padam, and Jabali in all 35 talas. So I slowly I'm presenting everything. Last year also, in the beginning of the year, I presented Sumaida, four different talas in full markup. For example, if you start Pushpanjali till Tilana, it's same talam. It's not usual talam. It's there to count also sometimes. 11 aksharas, 11 aksharas, 22 aksharas, 17 aksharas. So normally Adi Talam is 8 aksharas. 8 you can easily count. But there is challenge for the musicians. I will give challenge for the musicians also on stage to learn this, to perform, because it's new. It's not in the. It is not at all in the in YouTube or any. They cannot have the reference because I am composing. They have to sit with me. They have to work with me, and I'm giving different experience to the students also. So after learning this kind of different talents, the students are going and learning the easy things outside easy.
Yeah.
Wherever, yeah. So if they are attending some seminar or a workshop conducted by some other gurus, they're saying it's very easy, sir. So that is how I'm giving them experience.
But why fourth speed composition? Majority of your composition are in fourth speed. So what inspired you again for the fourth speed?
So I have answer for that also. In Carnatic music, you are singing fourth speed, right?
Yeah.
In Mridangam, you are playing fourth speed. In Kathak, you are doing fourth speed.
Yeah.
And why not in Bharatanatyam? So they say body condition. No, you have to set your body according to the speed. With practice, you can do anything. So if you notice my daughter's performance nowadays, she's doing fourth speed.
Yeah.
So it's if you practice with that speed daily, you'll get used. So that is why I tried all my jatis with fourth speed also. Not everything, some few places.
Sir, if in case if somebody wants to contact you for your composition and if they want to perform for their programs and live event, how can they contact you, sir?
No, they can contact me through email or WhatsApp. I am a very approachable person.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm very approachable. I take my. I don't PA. I don't want PA. I don't interact with people. I want to I want to respect other artists also. So I will take the phone. You can give my number. They can approach me.
Sir, today also you have launched the Viriti 16.
Yeah. Next,
Yeah.
I released a Vibriti 16th album and wonderful compositions like Surya Kavituvam. And so far, none of them composed in Nalina Kanti Ragam. Nalina Kanti, usually they use it for Tilanas, Padam, like that. Composed Varnam, whole Varnam in Nalina Kanti Ragam in praise of Lord Shiva.
Sir, your composition, that is Mai, is one of my favorite composition in
My,
Varnam. Mai
I,
Varnam.
Maye.
Mai.
Maye was my second Varna I've written.
Can yeah.
First Varnam I've written in Ragam Ranjani, Simhavahini. The second Varnam I've written in Simendra Madhyam Ragam, this Maye Varnam.
Coming to the other part, the second part, that is choreography. You even choreograph. In terms of classical music or classical dance form, what this term choreography means? Can you elaborate the term choreography to us?
I don't get your question.
I am asking the term choreography. Like in case if somebody wants to choreograph a song, what needs to be taken into consideration? Because the Sahitya has, when we are composing for Sahitya or when we are choreographing for Sahitya and when we are choreographing for Sholu, there is difference when you're choreographing. So what accordingly we need to take into consideration when you are choreographing a song in Bharatnatyam or any classical dance form?
It's a good question. Actually, choreography depends on what topic you are doing first. See, for example, I've written this Surya Kavitvam for today's album, February 16. The second piece is Surya Kavitvam. Before I write Surya Kavitvam, I will take all the reference about Surya and what Ragam Surya will like. Okay, what Ragam will fit on that, and what are all the speciality of Surya. So everything I take a reference, and I will keep record everything in my mind. Then one day I'll start writing. Just like that, I cannot go and write anything. I will choose a proper ragam for that. And the jatis, patterns, whatever the syllables, what I'm going to say for that, Surya. Surya is having chariot. So the jati will come like a chariot. So if you listen to the Surya Kavitvam, it will start like a chariot is coming. Okay. Same like that in dance also, it's the topic, what topic you are choosing. That topic should reach the people with your choreography. Whatever you choreograph, whatever I dance, you have to sit and watch. That is attitude.
Yeah.
Whatever you like, whatever you understand, I will choreograph. Just watch. So the people will sit through the whole program and they will say, yeah, I understand everything. Thank you so much. I enjoyed this program. But if you choreograph on your way, whatever I choreograph, so this is what you have to watch, sit and watch. That is the punishment you are giving to the audience. You understand?
Yeah.
So your choreography should reach the people. That is called choreography. And you need finishing for each and every core verse. And you need to give pauses for in different places. Pauses to relax. You cannot pour everything on audience head. Okay, I'm a great scholar. Okay, have it. Then they cannot understand. You have to give them time, breathing time. Okay. Next what? They have to ask question. Okay, this is what I'm giving. So choreography should be like that.
Sir, like you said, the punishment thing, ki many of the times you must have also seen ki where the Sahitya is describing some character or some god, many of the times only adaus are performed
You are
on that
right.
Sahitya.
You are right.
So
You
how,
are right. See, yeah, I actually with my male dancers and female dance, so many dancers, I used to tell them, there is Jati part is coming. There is, the Sagityam part is coming. Okay, Sagityam part you are doing Bhavam. And sometimes they are doing, for the Jati part, they are doing Bhavam also.
hmm,
And what is the meaning actually? And what is the meaning of Nirta, Nritya?
hmm,
Bhavam, okay? So you can the whole thing you can do bhavam then, right?
hmm.
Some I saw a program late, in I think in last December. For the Jati part, he was doing all the bhavam. Jati is going like ta, ta jum,
Okay.
ti, ta, ta jum, ta, ti, ta, ta jum. You are showing all the, mudras of Lord Mahavishnu, and the story is, he was elaborating story on that Jati.
Hmm.
It's not making sense actually.
So it is like many of the times even it is important to do research work on the Sahitya also to understand the meaning and then to choreograph it.
100% you have to go through the Sahityam and also the story behind. Then only you start choreography.
Yeah.
Not do choreography just like. And also, you should not bore the people with padartham. Padartham, you should not show all the hands. You come and that day, you know, that day, this, you are not okay. I am okay. Everything you need not show with your mudras. That
Yeah.
is what,
That
you have to give them breathing time. That that is the real meaning of that. You have to give breathing time. You have to elaborate the story slowly. For example, Krishna's story, Krishna is lifting the
yeah.
mountain means that day Krishna took the mountain. No, you need not. You
Hmm.
need not do everything. Krishna, yeah, lifted the mountain that day. Indra, you can show the Indra's, anger, Indra's arrogance, and because of that, Krishna is coming. Okay, just he is taking the mountain. That's all.
Hmm.
That is, you not do full every for each and every word. You should not do padartham.
So
In
the
the one Tamil actor, Satyaraj. Okay, I actually he gave a very good interview. In that interview, those days movies, if you watch those days movies, they'll have a revolver in the
hmm.
in the in the actually climax scene.
Hmm.
Okay, so the revolver will take just a fraction of a second to kill one person.
Hmm.
Here, Tamal, finish
Hmm.
the story. But the villain will say, the villain will have a 5 pages of dialogue before he shoot. Okay, so after the audience has to sit and watch the whole dialogue. Finally, he
The,
will. That is what happening in our dance.
yeah. Actually.
They are not to the point straight away.
Hmm.
So what I mean is, you have to come to the point straight away to explain some story.
Hmm.
So you have a small trigger to shoot. That's all. Finish. How you are going to use the trigger? When are you going to use the trigger? That is the
Time.
proper. So that story is just holding the revolver. I'm going to shoot you. Kamal, finish. It's taking
Hmm.
not even 3 seconds. But you are elaborating for 30 minutes. Why? How the people will sit, enjoy. The 30 minutes you have to make use of it for different Abhinayam.
That there is one question. Somebody has asked, ki, what is the method of composing a jati?
Then she have to come and learn from me straight away.
Rudra, Arya, you will have
No,
to go
but
to sir and learn.
Jati, same thing. I will explain in small. She have to understand the nuances of the Jati patterns. So if you take one Jati, we have only Panchajatis in all the whatever the Jatis. You have Tisram, you have Chatusram, you have Mishram, Sankirnam, and Kandam. This is pure mathematics.
Hmm.
Jatis are pure mathematics. So you should know what is coming in that. How many Tisram is coming? How many Chatusram is coming? How many Mishram is coming? Take a paper and note down the exact Jati. In my workshop, I know I taught them how to write Jatis. Whether you are aware of that, I don't know really.
Hmm.
I taught them how to write, how to separate Mishram, how to identify or how to highlight the jatis. Then, if you start composing, it will be very nice.
Sir, my next question is like again, it's on composing, choreographing. When you're choreographing, so whether you should choreograph the Tirmanam first or the Jati first or the Korvai.
Depends that depends. If I do a Gvarnam, I will start composing jatis first time. Okay, today we will start with only bhavam. That depends.
Okay. But calculation is important when you're choreographing.
Calculation is very important. That is why I'm telling you from the beginning, Shruti Mata, Laya Pita. You have to concentrate time too.
Okay.
Time is very important for dancer.
Sir, you also conduct Natvangam classes, online Natvangam classes, and they are receiving a very positive response. We have seen the videos also in the manner which you are teaching.
Yeah.
It's just out of the world. It's just awesome, making them understand each and everything. So my next question is Ki Natvangam, this instrument, how important it is to learn this instrument from a Bharatnatyam dancer point of view?
Nattuvangam, see, I'm teaching all the nuances of rhythm. So I have to name it as Nattuvangam. I'm not only teaching Nattuvangam. I taught them all the rhythm nuances. Okay, so tak tadikita taka tak tak jump, tak tadikita taka tak tak jump, tak tadikita taka tak tak jump. This is jati. So what is in it? Takadibi takadibi ta, takadibi 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 ta. So everything takadim is coming. So I taught them what is chatusram, where chatusram, takadibi takadibi tat tak jump, tat tajam ta takata jam ta tat tajam ta takata jam ta ta, takita 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 tat. Takadibi takadibi is coming. So write takadibi takadibi. So you have to understand where takadimi is coming. So on the whole jati you have to count, and finally it should come for aditalam calculation. For example, if you take 4 avartanam or 4 avartanam, the count should come 128. 32 counts for 1 avartanam. Okay, 64 counts for 2 avartanam. So for if you take 4 avartanam, all the counting you have to write down. How many Islam is coming? So you have to calculate, whether the calculation is correct, exactly coming tallying or not. Find out, then choreograph. Then you start choreograph. And it will be, you can teach the Mridangist also. So this is the difference between Natvangam and understanding the nuances of rhythm. The dancer should understand the nuances of rhythm. Then only they can dance. Listening or just you cannot get up and dance. You have to understand the nuances. That's what I'm trying to conduct workshops in Nattuvangam workshop 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th workshop I've done. Almost 350 dancers they gained with this.
But is it essential for Bharatnatyam dancer, like the students who are learning Bharatnatyam?
100% essential. 100% essential for each and every dancer to understand the nuances. I was dancing without knowing what is in it for almost 15 to 20 years. Yeah. So, as I told you, I started my journey in the age of 7. I don't know what is coming. So, for Aradi means after every jati, the Aradi will come. If you ask, also they don't teach you. If you ask the Mridangis, they don't teach you. So you have to clear everything. This is the Haridi. This is Tutisram is coming, one Chautisram is coming, one Kandam is coming. If you explain, then we can do much better.
So Sir, in case if somebody is learning Natvangam, so what they need to keep in mind, what point they should study or practice like?
For Nattuangam, see, they have to understand the tala structure and the jati, what jati. If the Varnam is in Rupakatalam, okay, they have to understand Rupakatalam. In Aditalam, they have to understand what is Aditalam and where it is ending, where it is starting, what are all the swara patterns in that. They have to understand everything. So Guru, or they can ask the Mirdangist also for the reference. The Mirdangist will, tell exactly what is in it. They can take help from the Mirdangist also.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful thing. Ki Natvangam is basically very important for from a dancer point of view also, and to learn it. Sir, coming back to the composing part, I had a question like when you're composing, like suppose for example, like you took one topic, so how you compose it? Like that is how you decide the speed in which you're going to set it, how you select the tala and the raga for the song.
See, there are moods for ragas. For Shivaranjani, if you take Shivaranjani ragam, raga will you can sing it for very sad situation also. The
Hmm.
same one. I've seen many music directors from North India. They use Shivaranjani for duet also. So you set us, for example, my Shivaranjani Varnam, Mahatri Pura Sundari Mahakali Mabadurai Meenakshi Paganindai Adari Parameshwari Bhagavata Sundari. It's a divine mode.
Hmm.
Mahatri Sundari Mahakali Mabadurai Meenakshi. Becoming ragam, same, but the tempo makes a difference.
Hello,
Yeah?
hello. We
Hello.
have lost the connection.
Yeah,
Sir, you're able to hear me?
I'm able to.
Because there was disconnection in between, that's the reason.
Yeah. So, did you listen the song I sang now?
Mm-hmm.
So, tempo makes different. Same raga, same varnam, same one. The first time I sang for divine mode,
Hmm.
and second it's sad mode. So, how you are using the ragam? How you are setting the talam for that? Talam is, I learnt Mridangam as I told you. That is why I want to experience all the talams, how it sings, how it starts, how the student that is trying this.
Okay. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. And my last question is, ki, after reaching to such a great height, that is, you have achieved Guinness Book record also for the longest online classes and the Tala also. And after achieving so many things, yet you are very down to earth person, and yet you are very humble. And the same thing you can see in Kavya also when even she is in the same way humble and down to earth. So, what is the reason behind that, sir?
So I brought up like that. My father used to say, "See, you kind whenever you have the good position also, you yeah, don't think that you're a great artist. Don't think that you are a great that you are
Okay.
a man at all. Somebody is giving you. Okay, you are an instrument in this world. Don't ever go. Approach everyone. People have to love you. Okay,
So that is
always. Yeah, they have to see. I want to good human, not a great guru. The God, after I die, I will tell him that I don't have anything in my hands, and also, I'll tell him that I have given everything world, whatever he has
Hmm.
given to me, which is my knowledge. So
That's
that is how.
very good of you, sir. Because many of the times we have seen ki even the students, like sometime it happens after one or two performance, they are like flying, they're on cloud nine, but you are
Not,
still humble as an
not
artist.
not only with the students, Natasha. I've seen many dancers also. So with my musicians, my own musicians, before they get the chance, they will fall on your feet. They say, please give me a chance to sing in your album. Okay, once they become familiar, they don't even greet
Hmm.
me. They don't even
Exactly.
greet me. So this is how the world is, but they have to learn once everything, whoever is the king also, they have only 6 feet of ground, one they die, right? For the king, you're not going to give them 600 feet. Okay, this is your ground, you have to.
Hmm.
That's not, no. The artist, no, especially artists should understand that is giving knowledge, not yours, not
Exactly.
not you are doing that wrong. Saraswati
He's
is
a
giving.
boy.
So you have to be humble to her daily. You have to thank
Alone.
Shakti. Shakti is coming for singing. Where the Shakti is coming, for dancing. Where the energy is coming, Goddess Shakti is giving, not your dancing. If
Exactly.
the Shakti thinks, okay, freeze yourself. That's all. Your legs won't work.
Hmm.
Everything is decided by God, Goddess. If you believe on that, and the humbleness automatically it will come. You need not go and
Sir,
learn the humbleness from someone.
I'm a live example of that because it was all of a sudden that I contacted you, and I don't know, it just happened. And in fact, we are so blessed. In never in my dreams I thought कि I will ever meet you or I'll have a live chat with you. So it was just a dream come true. And thanks a lot, sir, for because I belong to Maharashtra. So it was out of a reach ki when I'm going to meet you or how I'm going to meet you. But this, I think this lockdown has turned out to be a blessing for artists.
I
With all
also
due respect. Yeah.
thank you. Thanks for organizing this. Not Darpan Kala Academy, and for contacting me, and arranging this interview. I'm so humbled and honored. Thank you so much.
One last piece of advice to the students who are learning Bharatnatyam, or to also to the parents of those students. What will be your advice?
In Tirukural, we have the Tirukural in Tamil language. In
Hmm.
Tirukural, everything is there. All the advices are one,
Hello.
having the quality. But even though I can add Tirukural, I can say கற்க கசடர கற்பவை கற்றபின் நிற்க அதற்கு தக. It's just a small karka means learn. Okay.
Hmm.
Kasadara, without any doubt. Kasadara, learn without any doubt. Karka kasadara. Karpavai, whatever
Hmm.
you learn. Karpavai. After you learn. Nirka adarku taga. Exactly whatever you learn, you have to stand for it. So practice is very,
Exactly.
very important for sir, every dance teacher. Even the natuvangam also you have, mirdangam also you have to practice. Music also you have to practice. So once you leave the practice for at least 3 days, 4 days, then you feel the difference. So you should not leave the practice at all. Practice will give you more and more clarity on. So that is what I can tell. And for the parents, they should not pressure the guru that when is my daughter's exam, when is going to know when is my daughter is going. Guru knows when will go on stage. This is the advice for the. They should not.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. And we are really blessed to have you here. I just can't believe till now I'm not able to believe that I'm with you or I took your interview. So thanks a lot. On behalf of Nitya Darpan Kala Academy and my guru, myself, thank you, sir, for joining us. Thanks a lot from people of Maharashtra for joining us and sharing us with us your knowledge. Thanks a lot, sir.
My regards to the guru also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you for joining us today. And this episode won't have been possible with the help from my guru, that is Srimati Tamannath Nair. Thanks a lot for supporting me and encouraging me to go forward with this thing. And thanks a lot. Thank you once again. And thank you, audience, for joining us today. See you soon in the next episode of Parnika. Till then, take care. Bye. Take care. Thank you once again.